So we're at the sawmill here this morning, and the goal of the day is going to be to go to my old house. I stood up a big cedar log there that I was going to carve into something, but now that I'm no longer living there, I'm going to go get it with my old tractor, which my neighbor who bought it off me has been very, very nice and let me use it all winter long. So we're gonna throw the forks on there and try to go get that big cedar log because it's the only cedar I have, and then cut that down and turn it into a whole bunch of planters. It's like getting into an old friend in here. Everything's just so natural for me when I get in this machine. Starts up so nice and easy every time. This was such a great little tractor. That went quick and easy. I always forget how light cedar is. Cedar's not common in this part of the world, so this is pretty rare to have a piece of cedar that's this big around. Hopefully the bottom's not too rotten. It's been standing up for about 3-4 years now, so we'll just cut that off and keep on milling. So size of things I find is always hard to actually show in videos, but for Ontario, my part of Ontario, this is a really big cedar log. It's 21 inches at the top end. Now the ugly end, which we're gonna probably cut around here, we're 29, 30 inches. I think I'm actually gonna cut it in half so there'll be less waste, because I only really need small pieces because this is gonna be planters. So everything's gonna be ripped down to 5/8 by 1 3/4, so we don't need big pieces of wood. So we're gonna try to make the most out of this. Well, I wasn't thinking. I should have brought a bigger saw with me. This isn't gonna make it through in one cut, that's for sure. That old saw is probably the best saw I have, and it was given to me for free. Always starts, runs great, no complaints. The log is solid. It smells so good. Let's get this on the sawmill. So we just zipped off the end. It's even solid. There's a tiny little rot spot in the middle, but that's no big deal at all. so weird working with cedar. I'm used to wet pine, and this is as light as a feather. Check this out. Isn't that beautiful? Nice, clear. A little crack, but we can work around that. So I got 27 planks out of that one small end of the board. So I figure I should get at least a dozen planters out of that from this lumber. I should get more out of the other side. Well, that's where I'm gonna leave this for today. It's supposed to rain here really soon, and it looks like it's going to. So we're cleaned up. We got the second half of the log all loaded up. We'll get that milled up in probably a few more days and continue on making planters.